Comics are awesome, so when we have these amazing stories, it makes it that much more fun. Hello everybody and welcome back into Jar's Toy Emporium. My name is Jacob, and yes, you already know what day of the week it is. It is New Comic Book Wednesday. As you guys know the drill, we are on my lunch break and we are heading down to the comic shop to pick up our pulls for the week. Now, off the top of my head, I think it's a pretty strong week. There's about 7 comics that I know are in my pull list or that I'm going to be picking up. Those are headlined by Absolute Superman and Transformers, and whenever you have those two coming out in one week, that's a pretty great week. But without further ado, let's head to the comic shop and let's pick up our awesome comics this week. Now, last time I went to the comic shop, it was 83 and absolutely beautiful. And guess what? Today, it is 84 and absolutely beautiful. How awesome is that? And here we are at Gotham City Limit. So in here at the new comic book table, we always kind of start off in the Marvel section, and there wasn't too many things on this side that caught my eye. However, I do always love seeing the Scotty Young variants of these Marvel characters. They always look really, really cool. But yeah, they had some good stuff in here. They had the all-new Venom, some Deadpool and Wolverine, some things like that. But I was much more excited for what was on this side of the table, because we do have TMNT, Mutant Nation. Been loving this story. And then we do have some Captain America stuff. Perfect time to be marketing some Red Hulk, because we have Brave New World coming out tomorrow. But guys, check out these Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu's. They look so good. This cover is incredible, and I think this Human Torch variant is actually really great as well. But that's about it on this table that really caught my eye. We moved over to the Image stuff. Great selection of Image comics this week. So we have Geiger. Look at Geiger, guys. Always so good. And probably one of my most anticipated ones this week is Bug Wars. Super excited to get into that. Then we're going to move up to the top of the table, and we have Transformers. Like, those 3 right there could be a fantastic comic week in and of themselves. And then we do have One World Under Doom, which I know a lot of people are excited about, but I did pass on it this week. However, we moved over to some more of the DC stuff over here. They did have Moon is Following Us, which is something I've talked about many times I do want to get into, but I'm going to try to wait till like a trade paperback comes out for that. But check out these amazing Jim Lee variants of Absolute Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. I've said it time and time again, the Absolute stuff might have the best variant covers, and then we have Absolute Batman issue number 5, just peak sitting there. But other DC stuff, some Aquaman, some Green Lantern, but I was happy with my selection of books, and I was ready to head on out of the comic shop for the week. Alrighty guys, just got done at the shop. We got some awesome stuff, but it's time to head back to work. Alrighty guys, we are back in the studio and we have a fantastic stack of comics this week. This definitely makes up for the slower last couple weeks of comics, although my wallet did appreciate those slower ones. But guys, really great stuff this week. And oh, we got some peak right here, so let's get right into it. So I just hinted at it, and guys, I think the best comic book on the shelf, I've sang its praises, you guys don't want to hear it no more, but we have Absolute Batman issue number 5. I love the blue tones to this comic. It looks so good. And we actually have another comic that I think might rival the cover of this one because it also has those same dark blue tones to it. But guys, Absolute Batman issue number 5, how incredible is that? Looks so good. Super excited to get into this one. Can't say anything else about it because you guys already know I've been like singing the exact same song for weeks on end about this comic, but so happy that we have Absolute Batman issue number 5. Any week there's an Absolute Batman in my comic pool list, it's already an amazing week. So Absolute Batman issue number 5, let's get into it. Switching over to Marvel, I was saying something that keeps those same blue tones, and it might be my favorite comic cover for Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu so far. Issue number 5. Now, this thing looks incredible. Like I said, it kind of has those blue tones to it, but just look at the stylized look of Moon Knight here. So cool. Lots of little spiders or rats going on through here. You can really get like a detailed look at them all on the wall here. Awesome cover. Absolutely love Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu, but this might be my favorite cover so far. It looks fantastic. You guys know we're big Turtle fans here on the channel, so we have TMNT Mutant Nation issue number 4. Been loving the Mutant Nation stuff. I think it goes really well with the other story that we've been getting. It's been kind of fun, bouncing back and forth between them. But yeah, this cover looks really good as well. We got some Casey Jones action down here on the bottom, looking awesome as always. But yeah, TMNT Mutant Nation issue number 4. I think these covers always kind of have a similar look. I've always really liked how the Mutant Nation looks. It kind of looks like, for me, the word rogue always pops in mind, which I think is really neat. But TMNT Mutant Nation issue number 4, another great read. Now, switching over to Image, we have another fantastic book for you guys. we have Transformers issue number 17. And as you guys can see, this one kind of has that dark bluish purple vibe going on as well. I think it was last week we had a lot of covers that were white. So this week we have like the bluish purple vibe, which I really think is great. I just talked about how much I love those other two comics, but this one looks great as well. I said this before, but Transformers has been the biggest surprise for me since I started reading comics. I had never read any Transformers stuff. I never really played any games, never watched a cartoon. My only exposure to Transformers was like the Shia LaBeouf movies, which I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that were like that, but it's been such an awesome thing getting to experience this one. So this is kind of in line with like Absolute Batman. Whenever this is in my pull list, it's already a pretty great week. And if this was the only thing I got this week, I'd be happy with it. So Transformers issue number 17, excited to tap into this one. Now we have some more Image Peak, and that is Geiger issue number 11. Now this one definitely changes away from that dark bluish tone to more of a yellow color, but again, still really cool. We can see a little outline here, looking really fantastic. I've always liked Geiger. It's been another one of those things that I've gotten into recently, and it's been a fun new story to kind of get to understand new characters and all that stuff I had never really ever experienced before. So this has been really fun, but I think everyone loves Geiger. The Ghost Machine stuff has been amazing, so we have Geiger issue number 11 right here. Now, with as many great comics as we have this week, one of the ones I'm most excited about, and this kind of goes in line with my reading goals for 2025, is to try new things, give other stuff shots, not the stuff that I kind of know I'm going to like, those Star Wars, Marvel, DC stuff. And that's exactly what this is from Image. We have issue number 1 of Bug Wars. Now, I've read a little bit of the synopsis about this, and it interested me. And then when I saw the cover in there, and one of the employees at Gotham City Limit, Jonathan, he said it was fantastic. So I'm excited to get into this one. Bug Wars issue number 1. I think this is going to be one that I'm excited about every single week, kind of like I am with Absolute Batman and all those things. I keep saying the same stuff, but comics are awesome, so when we have these amazing stories, it makes it that much more fun. So Bug Wars issue number 1, and I gotta say, it's a pretty thick comic, so a nice start. I don't know if you guys can really see it right there, but lots of pages in here. It feels nice, so Image always does a great job with the cardstock stuff. But Bug Wars issue number 1, super excited for this one. Now, last but definitely not least, for as much as I love Star Wars, I really never pick up a lot of Star Wars comics. Now, you guys know I try to keep up with like the live action show comics that we get. So Ahsoka, Mandalorian, stuff like that. I picked up the one issue of Acolyte, the Book of Kanaka, I think is what it was, just because it was Acolyte, live action Star Wars. I try to keep up with those. This one is kind of similar because it is from an animated project that we had with Star Wars. And when I saw this was coming out this year, I was really excited about it because I have been missing the Bad Batch so much, and that's exactly what this is. We have Star Wars Hyperspace Stories, The Bad Batch Ghost Agents. Now, I believe, I haven't read a whole lot about it, I just know it came out, but I think this takes place before The Bad Batch, so we get to see some of the missions that they go on. As you guys can see, we have Hunter, Wrecker, Crosshair, and Tech right here, RIP Tech. But anyway, super excited for this one. This was one I was so pumped about this week. Luckily, they did have an extra copy lying around for me when I got there. So again, shout out to the guys at Gotham City Limit. They always take care of me, and I'm super thankful that they are my local comic shop. It's really great to have a comic shop that you love going to. They have great employees. It's always a great atmosphere. So awesome job by Gotham City Limit. But guys, Hyperspace Stories, The Bad Batch Ghost Agents, I think this is going to be really awesome. As you guys know, we have been giving out our favorite covers of the week, and this was a tough one. There's a lot of comics that I really like. I feel like they're all very, very close, but it's been a little while since I've strayed away from like the DC and Image stuff. I've been giving them a lot of love. So this week, we're going to go with one that I mentioned I absolutely love, and that is Moon Knight, Fist of Konshu. Every time I look at this cover, it looks better and better. And you guys can see like some of the light coming in. It looks like he's in a sewer here. The light coming in maybe from like a sewer plate or something like that. But overall, looks so, so cool. We got just an awesome visual right there of Moon Knight. You guys, I've already mentioned all the little rats that you guys can see crawling out of the sewer pipes here. But yeah, Moon Knight, Fist of Konshu, issue number 5, coming in at my cover of the week. And I don't think you can argue it. Moon Knight looks amazing, and they definitely did a fantastic job on this cover. Now, guys, that is going to do it for this week's Comic Book Wednesday. Awesome haul. Super excited when we have a nice variety of things to get through. Now, I've talked about it in the past. Sometimes that can be a little overwhelming because we have so much stuff to get into and to read. But that's a great problem to have. And this week, Transformers, Absolute Batman, Moon Knight, Fist of Konshu, Bug Wars, this week kind of had a little bit of everything. We had Geiger, we had TMNT. Like, this was a solid week. So I love it. I'm super excited to tap into each and every one of these books because I know they will not disappoint me. But if you guys have been enjoying these Comic Book Wednesdays, again, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's free. It's awesome that you guys have been supporting the channel the way that you have. And then let me know down in the comment section below if you guys happen to pick up any comics this week. I'm sure a lot of you out there that will be watching this video definitely pick some up because it was a very solid week overall. But that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next Comic Book Wednesday.